podcast.
Look how life will throw those numbers at you. 360. Everything is full circle when you think about it. You know?
Good point, Mo.
Yeah, everything is 360 when you think about it.
This is life. It's not me. I promise you.
The mic cut out after that science.
Right.
It was, they
wasn't ready.
They knew they was trying to shut me down, but it's all right. We back.
I didn't have.
Boss got mad wires available. We
That's crazy.
The universe was at work just now somehow.
Yeah,
man.
360.
Honestly, but speak to that. That's interesting to me because I can't speak for Rory. Maybe he's been faced with a 360 in front of him before. I don't know.
I have.
Rory's in a 360 deal?
No, I'm not in a 360 deal.
Not with
but
me.
one has been put in front of me.
Not with me. We'd all be fucking billionaires if we got some ad money.
No, I still want to know what the merch at Highline was.
Oh no, we killed. We killed that engagement ring, nigga. we went crazy. We went crazy.
Now
that was the merch.
That's sick.
Now you're disrespecting that ring because that would mean it was what, $200?
Don't do that. Hell no. Hell no. You got our merch.
Add a couple zeros.
You got our merch. Fuck, our fans rock out.
No, that's a fact.
Listen, man. Listen. I uncovered the truth of the matter. I would have loved to have said this before the music played, but we just uncovered this. The truth of the matter is, this podcast is not good unless we get a woman mad at us.
So it's the only way.
No, that's kind of valid.
That's when you know it was a great. That's when you know it was a great episode.
Yeah,
And to all the listeners,
No, honestly.
we have to talk to listeners for a second
No, for real.
because we have fun on this podcast as men. When you guys go run and snitch, it affects our homes where we want to come into this podcast and no longer make jokes. Because we don't want to deal with shit in our phone because of y'all. Because y'all snitch.
Oh, it's gonna get worse now.
I agree with Rory, but
Like, just shut up and laugh with us.
I agree with Rory. He's right. But I addressed that with y'all back when we did that $2,500 joke. I told y'all I was angry at y'all. A lot of y'all rolled with me. I'm gonna take some accountability. I got in a lot of trouble for telling y'all I got my ass ate. the fans didn't do that one. Rim, don't do that. Just eat the chip. just eat the fucking chip, Rim. I got in a lot of trouble. That was a 3-week conversation.
Yo, it's bad because now when you meet people or you meet a woman and you just like having a conversation, they feel like they know so much about you if they listen to the show.
It's not even.
And they don't understand that it's entertainment. Like, you know what I mean? So they're like, oh, yeah, I heard that. You said, I was like, whoa, that was a joke.
You can't use the word entertaining to a woman.
Why?
That's true. No.
Why not?
Because you're not supposed. You're not in it. Yeah.
You guys made that amazing replacement sevens, all that amazing bit that I found funny as well.
That was a good joke.
Oh, the shoes?
That was nice.
Yeah, that was
If Dave Chappelle did that, we would applaud.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, I am met with paragraphs of blue in my phone, and I said, "I didn't even know you still listen to the podcast."
Out the blue too.
And word
Out the blue.
And
into
then
the
she
blue.
said, "Oh, all your listeners DM me and said, hope everything's okay at home. Mind your fucking business and mind my home. Like, get the fuck away from my home. The fuck is wrong with y'all?"
I just heard, and what Rory said, I could hear where I get in trouble because they gonna say all your listeners hit me, and then I'm gonna say 10 of them niggas hit you.
Right.
Not even.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was
One or
like,
two.
like five niggas hit you. Like I have a massive audience.
It's very low.
You can't open all those DMs.
And
Everyone else laughed.
Wait, and let me tell you something. Telling a girl that you like intimate with that you have a massive
Oh,
audience.
no, that doesn't go over well. Yeah. That turns into something
Why
else.
not if it's true?
You can't.
Nah, you can't do that.
You can't.
Somehow it got flipped on me. Like I was you. She said, "Yeah, the massive audience is exactly why I'm saying what I'm saying because so many of them niggas come to me." I'm like, whoa, whoa, celebrate black men.
You got to turn it into something else quick.
Honor black men and Rory. Parks. The fuck? God damn it.
Now I think about it, I should have told because you guys are black men and you made the joke.
Right.
So now I'm thinking like, was she attacking black men via me?
Yes. It gets darker when you really like uncover things. It gets dark.
How does that work in single?
No, it gets dark when you don't want to uncover things because you're sitting there stuck to your mentality, and then she say, "Well, I don't want to talk to you until you see things my way."
I might not ever see things your way.
I have PTSD. There's certain topics that I just gotta.
I don't agree with you here, but I mean, all right. You know what?
tough.
I should have told them niggas I got my. You know what, man?
I shouldn't have shared. It was a great moment.
It wasn't even none of their business, man. I got my ass beat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry
That's not
about
enough, though.
Yo, I love you.
Yeah. I'm sorry I got my ass
You're
ate.
supposed to share your good experiences with the world.
Man, I tried.
At least we thought.
I tried that whole it's a bit content line.
It doesn't work.
That's ran its course for sure.
They don't understand it.
We gotta update the content line, cause that used to be a smooth out.
Oh yeah.
It's over.
It's just jokes. It's for the podcast. No, it ain't. How are you going to tell me what's for the podcast? One that you didn't listen to, that you just checked a request again.
This is why I can't be mad at this, because this exact issue was the death of Joe Budden TV, and I'm glad Maul is here because he subscribed to that too. Like when I was taking my little camera out and just taping niggas, everybody was with the funnies.
Yeah.
Everybody, they was natural. Mm-hmm. When that shit like gained an audience,
Things change a bit.
Oh man, nobody would be cool. Nobody would just play it like you know what? Now's not the time. No, put your little camera away. So I understand it. I'm fine. If I get my ass ate, I just enjoy it to myself.
Keep it to yourself.
Enjoy it to myself.
No, it don't even be relationships. Like, I've had work conversations with new people I'm working with that will catch like certain clips on the podcast. I had a woman that I'm working with say, hey, I saw a little compilation of your podcast. I was interested, so I clicked it. And so you like to eat pussy after a woman's been walking around all day? I was like,
That's a bit, bitch.
and it's true.
No, yeah, it could be a true bit.
That's a little bit true.
Yeah. Like I knew I was fucked up in the argument. I'm like, yo, don't the greatest comedians?
Oh, you went there?
I be trying to like tell them, don't the greatest comedians pull from a real story?
Yeah. No, it doesn't work.
I mean, Kevin Hart.
Yeah, no.
I'm not naming him. Dave. Oh man.
And even if it's not true, let me be a liar on the podcast.
Right.
Let me lie.
I ain't get a FaceTime for
Just
3
let me
weeks.
get it off.
3 whole weeks. How you get your ass ate and don't get a call?
Shows what you thought about you.
Oh my God. Jesus. Talk about my pride in,
Thought
in
you
the
were easy.
toilet.
Treated you like a
feel like
sneeze.
shit. Like if she don't call you, you be like, all right, hold on, you're not gonna just treat me like this. You gotta call me. You can't eat my ass and not call me after that. What shit is that?
Word, after all I've sacrificed. I shared some real shit on the pod, and the potential bitches that might have liked me backed off.
So I lost you and them.
Come on, I can't lose both of y'all. Don't do that.
You think you got badass?
You got badass.
It's a little musty.
You're a badass?
Nah, they know they ain't lick my ass like that.
You are Joey badass now that I think about it.
And Lil Baby. and the baby. I'm all these niggas, man. 22 G's, that shit felt like. I'm all of these. Who else is out?
20. Who else is out? Who else dropped something?
That shit was 5-0. That shit was mad great shit. And just that fast, I'm in trouble again. Yeah, of course. But if I understand the argument correctly, I'm not in trouble if I let the audience know I love her.
Of course.
See, that's like love.
See?
Love conquers all.
Nah, I don't like Maul. Get yourself in trouble.
See?
Come on.
Get
How
myself
these first dates going when they know everything about you?
Well, I haven't been on a
What
first
is
date
a
in a
first
while.
date in quarantine?
Yeah, I haven't been
Come
on
to
a
the
first
crib.
date. But it's bad
That's the other
because
thing. My niggas going out now. Yeah, outside. Outside back. I ain't getting the text I was getting.
Nah.
All that, just want to see the view.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's over.
It's a whole different view.
Nah, they're in the-
5 dope boy Rolexes toasting a shot.
Yeah. They're in the view now. Not looking from the outskirts.
Oh my god, man.
Kidding. That's a joke.
It's a joke.
That's a bit.
It was
It's
whole
not
thing was a bit.
real. Even though now would be a great time to be real because we're renegotiating. That is bad, but you trying to get into that bag. Yo, you don't want me to bring the best content forward during the arena? Like, I gotta explain to you to renegotiate. No Chanel bag for you now. Get out of here.
Yeah, nah.
I gotta explain to you how I got there.
No.
You like the
I'm
podcast
getting
money, though, don't you?
up. I'm shutting up.
It's okay.
I can sense when trouble is on the way.
It's all right. We good.
I
Ain't no
love
trouble coming. You gonna keep saying that?
Yes. Yeah, nigga. That was a rough few weeks. All right, listen, man. Enough. Well, how y'all doing, first of all? Shout out to our, man.
Yo, listen, man.
Man, fuck them
Yeah,
kids.
just get into the shit, man. Where we at, man?
Episode 25.
Shout out to y'all niggas, man.
What is we, 360?
Yeah.
Episode 316, man.
25 and counting
Yeah,
down.
let this be symbolic. We got 25 to go. My bad about the earlier reverse engineering countdown. I had it wrong. I thought it was 8 pods a month. July is mad long. It's like 13 pods this month. It's 25. There's 25 left. After this, it's 24 left. And I say that to celebrate because it's a celebration. Because when we started this 2-year thing, I didn't know how it would go. To up from 1 pod to 2 pods a week, I didn't know how that would go. If y'all would transition and follow us wherever we were going, I didn't know how that would go. Like, whether Maul would show up to work for the next 2 years, I didn't know how that would go. What would we talk about 2 times a week? I didn't know how that would go. And what would the result be? I didn't know how that would go.
It was scary, but it was fun. Looking back, we had some really fun times. I can't believe it's been 2 years.
Not pussy.
Are we?
Scary asses. Another episode.
Yeah. 25 left.
Get emotional.
25 left.
25 left. How was y'all 4th of July?
It was regular
Well,
day.
whatever that regular Saturday was. How was y'all Saturday?
Regular day. Loud, very
Don't say
noisy.
Juneteenth. Don't say 4th.
Well, it was Juneteenth. Second Juneteenth.
It was 15 days after Juneteenth. Is that what they was calling it, I think? 14, 15 days after.
How was your weekend?
It was cool.
It was good.
Noise. A lot of noise. But, you know, that was expected.
Yeah, it was.
I got beef with y'all niggas out there that was saying, like, if I ate a hot dog Saturday, I was celebrating the 4th of July. It's not true. If I ate a burger where there was a grill out, I was celebrating the 4th of July. That's simply not.
I grill every Saturday.
That is simply not true. Black people love a hot dog at someone's house.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, wasn't celebrating the 4th of July.
People have been shooting fireworks off for months.
I saw a clip of some idiot that was lighting fireworks like outside of his house, but the other houses weren't far away. And like,
So like everyone?
yeah, one just happened to go like in his window, and then the house was on fire, but they didn't see it.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And this is the first year that I had a garage full of fireworks. I didn't feel urged to go and be a disruption to the neighborhood.
Oh, you're pussy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what 40 is about, Park.
Yeah, you're right.
That is
Sure,
what-
Joe.
The right thing doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel
Most
good.
times it doesn't.
I knew they were there.
40's the pussy decade.
All right, so
It
listen.
appears that way.
Let's see. Here.
We getting a DJ set already?
Here we go.
One.
No need for me to even play around with the topics, man.
The rest is up to them.
Check me out right here, yo.
No need for me to introduce anybody. Y'all know who the fuck it is. Y'all know what the fuck the vibes is. No need for us to pussyfoot around 17 minutes in. Let's talk about the real shit. I know what y'all are here to hear. So let me give them the real shit. I got Victory playing in the background because there's been a wild bout going on these last few days. I'm gonna make you love me, baby. Yo, some of y'all don't know. If you're not in tune with your hip-hop, you don't even know about the wild bout that's been going on. So I'm here to break it down for you. At least the last 3 to 4 days, I have been at odds with the mosquito trapped in my bedroom.
But you 24-hour lifespan.
But I didn't know that I was at war with the mosquito.
It's only when you lay down and
Every
they find your ear.
Fam, when them niggas get trapped in a blanket with you,
What? Wasn't a good cuddle?
they had a whole mosquito party on my ankle. I'm not even gonna show y'all my foot. That was the first night. I thought the nigga might have flew in a vent or something. After that, I thought it was safe. I didn't see him. Yes, 2 days ago, I'm sitting there and my head is heavy.
Yeah.
And I don't have a headache. I don't have COVID. I don't think my head is just mad heavy. I get the
crown.
I get the. Come on.
Heavy as the head.
Yeah, but my head been numb to that, Rory. I've been had. I mean, I've been had the crown on. My head is mad heavy. I get to rubbing the middle of my eye sockets, and it's mad mosquito bumps, mad swollen. My whole head is just nodding off. Sober.
So you were not victorious.
Man, this nigga fucked me up, man. This nigga bit me everywhere. The mosquitoes shouldn't bite me. Then I saw him buzz by this morning.
album.
Nothing.
No. I swung and missed. What the fuck is you talking
Now
about?
he know.
I
Now he
swung
knows
and
on.
missed. Then he was buzzing frantically. And I slapped his ass against the wall, bled him out, went and washed my hands. So yeah, victory. Victory is here. I killed that nigga.
lost
And
some battles.
I'm pro-life. You talking to the guy that will try to pry mice off of the sticky traps to keep them alive. I'm pro-life. Mosquitoes are disrespectful, and it's part of the reason I fucking hate summertime. I do.
I knew you were a Republican.
Now, we're not starting with my hate for the summertime
Ain't
and the
equal.
mosquitoes, but
Big gun, though.
pat on the back for Joe. Way to kill him.
Yeah.
No, it sounded like an intense battle. I'm glad you came out victorious.
Yeah, God damn it, he killed me. All right, now, on to more important things. Where would you gentlemen like to start? We're either doing T.I. versus 50, Atlanta versus New York, or... No, Rory wanted to start with Drake, and you're OVO, so that makes sense.
Okay, we can start there too.
We have a verse that was unreleased from Pop Smoke's album of a song with Pop Smoke featuring Pusha T, Gunna, and Young Thug, a.k.a. Thugger. This song was not on the album, and it's leaked like those songs normally leak.
Purposely leaked.
So let's play it. Let's play it if we have it. You have it, Rory?
I don't really like how Push tried to make LaGuardia Airport sound sexy.
It's the worst airport in the country.
I love LaGuardia.
That's not true, though.
It's a strip mall with planes.
That's not true. They fixed it.
It's still the worst airport in the country.
Is it done being fixed?
No, it's not.
It's getting closer. But
It's still the worst.
It's kind of beautiful.
It's still the worst.
It's got like one
get
runway.
in and out of that motherfucker quick as
I
hell.
don't think so.
I'm telling you. It's like a known thing. LaGuardia
No, it
is-
used to be the worst, but I'm saying
it's
it
still
can't.
it's not done. That shit ain't done.
They did B, and B is big. Are we on some New York right now, man? I ain't flying over there.
Much more pressing than this tiff between these two. All right, man. Come on, Maul. Tell us why you
Come on, Maul. Tell us Rick Ross would win.
why you blocked this verse on the album.
Your turret has
And
been
why'd you block a few of our fans?
Oh, I
They
blocked him.
they tweeted me.
I blocked him every day.
They tweeted me with pictures that you blocked
My
me.
Yeah,
horse
that
shoots
happens.
things.
Why
I
you
love
pictures.
blocking
Yeah,
my
yeah.
fans?
My block hours are from like 3 to like 9 p.m.
Okay.
On a blocking spree. But listen, man. First of all, I mean the verse is. I don't think it's anything to really be uproar about. Like I get it. A couple shots were thrown. Obviously, cool. I'm kind of confused because I didn't think that this was still a thing. I didn't think that Push would still have this type of energy.
Comes up
I
firing.
didn't
Here's the
think he
throw
would,
to the plate, and he
No, I'm
is
not playing it safe.
safe
I'm
at
being
the
honest.
plate.
I didn't
We
really
will have a
think he
challenge.
would be speaking about any of this.
I know, but you know that rappers get in their rapper bag when mentioned by another rapper. So when you say you didn't know that this was still a thing, I mean, it don't have to be a thing. If one nigga gonna continue to address it for the next however many years, then
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
you think that's corny.
Yeah, people don't care about this no more.
Nah,
I don't think no.
But does that matter?
It should. To an artist, it should matter. But what the people care about.
See, I have the opposite.
Because now you just put
position
shit
on
out there that nobody cares about. Like we don't care about that.
I may be the wrong person to speak to this, but I have a total opposite opinion on that.
What is your opinion on it?
I was very aware that nobody gave a fuck about Joe Budden swinging at Drake. Mm-hmm. I knew that. Like,
Okay.
when niggas was telling me that, yo, you fucking swinging at the air, you swinging at ghosts, I knew that was the perception.
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't matter to me. That didn't affect, like, the actual reason to an MC that he is doing that.
But
That's
what's
what I'm saying.
Okay, so as an artist, I think you do have creative to create freedom. You have creative freedom. But my thing is, what's the point of putting this verse on Pop Smoke's album? That's my thinking.
Do you think Drake has been sending
I don't like
sneak
that.
disses?
even
his
if
music?
even if he has, it would probably be his record.
No way. I think Drake invented this.
Nah, Hove kind of did.
Well,
No.
Hove did it on his records.
No.
Hove didn't jump on somebody else's record.
Okay, that's what you're
to
saying.
diss you.
I'm sorry. All right.
Drake
I thought you
invented.
meant the
I'm
super
dissing
sneak.
Common on Stay Scheming, a Ross record. I'm dissing Joe on a French record. I'm dissing Kendrick on a Khaled record. I'm dissing Sean, like whoever he dissed.
But even
it
in
was a
that-
feature.
Well,
I'm
no,
just-
that Life is Good joint. was, I guess, was his. And
You naming,
Future's. It was on his tape, I think, though. Was it on the last joint?
I don't know. I can't speak to what he did with Future, but even that, if I'm a diss a nigga with Future, I'm dissing you with Future. Drake disses you when audience is added. He already knows he's the audience. But if you're gonna add more audience, yeah, nigga, fuck him.
Yeah, but see, the other thing to me is this takes away from like the record now to me, because now it's just about this.
Or
people talking about that.
or does it add? Or does it add?
Yeah, but what are you trying to add though? What is it? That's my thing. I just don't understand why this is still a thing. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, yo, all right, y'all had that moment. Whoever jumped in and pieced it and was like, called it off. That happened. All right, it's over.
But let's try to talk past that. I get that that's your personal understanding of it. That's like, I don't understand. I came in here a month ago and said, I don't understand why 50 and Jai is still a thing. But we do if we look at it from that angle. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's one of those. Push is a nigga that I envision like 50 to be like, if we are enemies, we're always enemies for life. For life. Like 5 years from now, I could jump out and diss you. And so what if niggas don't care? You know what time it is. From Push's position, and I'm gonna try to properly articulate both positions. Mm-hmm. From Push's position, you have done wild shit behind the scenes that I don't rock with. Mm-hmm. Push said that. He said that every chance he's gotten on our podcast, in his Insta Snap. Mm-hmm. He's saying, I don't rock with none of that shit, but it's cool. Heavy on the but it's cool. Mm-hmm. Like, he's saying that. I'm not mad at Drake because I understand the power game of I have the leverage. Nah, I'm gonna make a call to dead that. Stop. What are you doing?
I don't like that shit though.
But I get it.
Yeah, I get it. But
in war, you use all of your tentacles.
Would you ever do that?
I've never been in that position of power.
But here's what I don't.
That's how Hove beefs. That's how Nicki's beefed. That's how
the powerful people beef.
Yeah, but
Hove squash.
Hove,
as far as like
Hove has definitely stopped things from coming out, for sure.
All right, but here's my thing.
I.e., one of the best rappers in the world is doing a podcast now.
But my thing is this though.
Listen, I said the same thing real quick. They all do it. Like Nicki, anybody that's of that tier has done it. Listen, when Academics got suspended from Complex, I didn't look at John Legend and say, it's whack. I looked and said, it's the game. He's playing the game.
Even though everyone does it, I'm more leaning on the side.
You don't like it.
I think it's kind of like, why are you doing that? Like,
because
what was wrong with this verse coming?
Because war is war. But too many times in hip hop, we try to implement our rules in war. It's not war like we want to. Actually, let me take that back. Yes, war. Without divulging some of the things that have happened behind the scenes that the public doesn't know about.
Okay.
Yes, it's war. You have made moves that has put me and my team in physical harm.
It's true.
This is past records. Mm-hmm. Not only have you stopped my money on certain shit, you deaded deals, tarnished my rep, but you've done things behind the scenes that say, listen, I'm not mad at it, because if I am the most powerful dude in the world, I probably make a call to stop some shit too. But maybe I don't. I just think you. I explained that. Listen, somebody asked me how I felt about Duke with the T-shirts he's pressing up, and I'm like, good for him. It's tough to get a buck today, so if that's how you have to sell a shirt, I'm not angry with you at all. A friend of mine or a family member was telling me that their car got broken into and they was a little distraught about it, and I said, well, thank God that someone less fortunate got what they needed and everyone was safe. Like, that's how I look at it. So maybe I wouldn't do that. But when it happens, I understand it, because it's happened to me a million times. And what else should you do if you're faced with, I'm not talking about their lyrical caliber. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's up for opinion. Mm-hmm. But if you're faced with a nigga that swings the bat as hard as you, at least, mm-hmm. and there's a group of people that feel like they swing the bat as hard as you or harder, and you can suppress some of that. When you're in a position of power, that is the exact definition of.
Yeah, but I just don't. I think a lot of that too, though. When you do shit like that, I think you give power to this verse, like by getting it shut down or getting the record like shut down. Like I think you giving it power by doing that. I think if you just let this come out and you just like, no, I'm not paying that shit no mind. People don't really talk about this shit. It's kind of like it'll just blow over, and then years later go back and oh, he was going at, he was sending shots on that record. Like you wouldn't even pay this any mind.
I think to the people that are in the position of power, when you enact that strategy, you get the best of both worlds. Because I can dead your shit behind the scenes, and to the public, I haven't paid you any mind at all.
Yeah, but that's corny though. Because if I'm a rapper, and like I say I'm a rapper, and the rapper's coming at me, then we just gonna go back and forth. I'm not gonna get your shit.
Listen,
down.
I don't want to.
I want to show people I'm better than you.
I don't want to get into the politics of it all. I don't. Me, Joe, the old retired MC, understands beating a dead horse. I do. And I can't be against that. I can't be against it. When Drake did it, I wasn't against it. I was for it. Like when these niggas do it, I be for it. When the Patriots run the score up, when the Chiefs do it, I'm with running the score up on a nigga that thought he was as ill as you.
Or, okay, you think you can rap with me? Okay, then let's rap. You don't like getting a record shut down is kind of like that shit. That's just corny on my perspective. I think that's corny. Like if we rapping, let's rap.
But
like
we not rapping. I'm not rapping. I'm Drake. I didn't reply to you.
So then just don't reply to it.
I stopped because I thought it was getting more serious. So I've tried to play
and that's fair.
the mature role.
But then don't shut nothing down.
Don't say that.
Don't shut nothing down.
He didn't stop.
He did stop.
He put out the whole A-side is subs at Push and Kanye of Scorpion. Threw shots and mad other records after that.
And interviews.
Like, yeah.
Things
have not
I disagree.
Stopped. That's why I don't think this is beating a dead horse, because this beef never actually ended. The direct shots happened with two freestyles, and Jay Prince came in and said, yo, I'm dead in this.
Okay, so then rap.
So it didn't ever end.
So then rap. Don't get no record shut down. Rap. Drake.
Mom, shut up.
Why? Getting a record shut down is corny, bro. That's like not getting picked to play and you take your ball because it's your basketball. You leave the park.
I'll be honest, yo. I
type of shit is that?
Maul would come in here with a total opposite take.
Nah, Maul, I'm real. Like I fuck with Drake. You know what I'm saying? Good nigga, cool nigga. That's my nigga. But it's real. Don't get no record shut. Rap. Yeah. If we rapping, let's rap.
But
nigga.
we not. No.
Because you can shut a nigga down more just rapping. Out rapping a nigga. That shuts a nigga down.
But I'm not rapping. You rapping.
Okay.
It's very similar to Drake.
So I'll show you that I rap better than you.
But it's
and I have a bigger audience.
But it's very similar to Drake and me. I am positive that Drake had more valuable things to do with his time than show his audience and introduce his audience to me that, hey, I can rap with this kid or out-rap him. Like, it's less stress off your back to say, man, fuck him, you irrelevant, you done.
But you're making it relevant when you get the record shut down, Joe.
But we only know that because Push told us.
Still,
Drake audience
what you
don't
think? Push
care.
ain't gonna tell us that you got the record shut down?
No, I think whoever told. No, Push told us. But Drake audience don't care what Push is telling us. I'm talking about Drake from his standpoint, from his position. How does he protect what his audience thinks? And for them, Drake ain't paying Pusha no mind. It's the same way he got out of saying something to me, nigga. Who Joe? Who?
Yeah, but
we not paying Joe no mind.
But at the same time, Joe. If you're Drake,
and it worked.
Yeah, but if you're Drake, you can't.
Because I was not playing.
Yeah, but still, but at some point,
hey, I listened to Wake today, like in amazement of what that was.
Yeah, but at some point, if he decided to really respond,
I don't rap like that normally.
But if he decided to really respond,
your Shazam bar today?
Huh?
What about your Shazam bar today?
Come on, Roy, it's coming.
No, but if he decided to respond and make a hit record,
y'all know who
it goes differently.
Actually, I'm glad you said that because I forgot to even introduce myself, man. Tupac Shakur, man. Come on, man. I give him to him twice a week.
You got ghostwriters because I saw that on Twitter.
No. I told him I'm stealing it from him. I told him I was stealing that. I told him. I don't just take it. But that was hard. And it's me.
So you got ghostwriters. Ghost poppers.
That's hip hop today.
Even playing field.
Hey, that's hip hop today.
He just helped with the hook.
If a nigga want to beat a dead horse in beef and rap beef, I'm not gonna be mad at it.
Who's the dead horse?
Drake.
The beef, I think.
No, he's not.
Well, in the beef, he's addressed this and he's finished with it.
But my thing is, if
that's what I mean, beat a dead horse.
Why y'all think that?
What,
all the actual new music, not the leaks that he put out that he had stashed just for the COVID shit. Every new record he's put out, there has been a shot at Push.
I can tell you
New
why.
records.
I can tell you why I think that.
I don't personalize a lot of rappers.
Let me reply.
It can be for anybody.
Let me reply to Rory real quick. I think that Rory, because much as I say, like with the verses shit, in verses, some of these niggas are pitching to be positioned with some of the other people.
Sure.
It's the same in beef. So I don't think that Drake will ever
one fights alone
properly
in this.
address Push.
No.
Because of
I don't-
where
but
it pits him in rapper
Well,
beef land.
Not
Now,
only that, Drake has everything to lose in that. Because
Well, now-
if he win, he's supposed to win.
that's just
and if
a-
he lose, he wasn't supposed
Well,
to lose.
now what
That's
Drake,
just a life lesson, period. If you're gonna beef with somebody, you have to know that now your name is in the same sentence as them.
which is why Drake.
If you want to be in the same sentence as that person, decide if you want to be.
But
with them
which
or
is
not.
why Drake kept addressing Kanye, to keep this in the proper class. I don't have the time to continue to reply to Pusha T. If you sold 30,000 more records by mentioning my name, I will take that sacrifice. Drake has said it. I'm going to address Kanye, the person at the root of my issue and the person that it looks correct with me addressing him. It's the proper class.
I get it.
Much like T.I. with this 50 shit, we'll talk about it later. That's why I love this versus shit. It tells me who wants to be pit where. Though I feel like T.I. has had a longer, more illustrious career if spread out than 50, it tells me, what does that matter? 50 is 50. And what he did in whatever that time, niggas like T.I. feel like, I want to take him out. I want to be pit in the conversation that person is in.
Okay.
Hey, I hear y'all talking to me about Gucci, Jeezy, and Ross. No. My catalog is greater than 50. There's messaging in that. I think there's messaging in the beefs. There's messaging in the business, the collabs. There's messaging in all this shit.
Of course, and I agree. But from Push's point of view,
I'm
if we
gonna
look-
beat your ass every time I get a chance to feature on a record.
If we look at the timeline after the Duppy shit came out and the story of OJ, whatever the real name of the record was, Drake went on the shop, talked about it. Push didn't come to us until he saw the shop. It wasn't something he was talking about. Drake continued to throw subs in new music. So what's wrong with Push getting on a record and continuing shots when someone is doing the same thing?
Well,
I don't see the issue in it at all.
The only issue I have with it is much like Push said and Maul said, we're taking away from this posthumous release of Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
That's my only
Yeah, if this was
issue.
if this was
all
Push's
right.
record, then get your shit off. I don't. You know what I mean? Listen,
we here to celebrate life.
Yeah,
I
first
agree,
and
but
foremost.
That's Joe's take, but Push is more of an assassin than Joe is. Like Push will talk about your illnesses.
And we also don't know Push and Pop Smoke's relationship. If he was signed to Push.
They signed him. So I'd like to
Can I
think
take
they
this
have
time to tell y'all that I was right about Pop Smoke and King Combs?
It's in my notes to apologize. I was gonna get to that. But I see people saying that this was disrespectful. Why would you do this on Pop Smoke's album? You're taking away from shit. Pop Smoke loved hip hop. This is hip hop. Drawing attention to his album. Wait, what's wrong? It's not. I don't think it's disrespectful.
And Pop is slated to have the number one album on Billboard.
I don't think
this week.
there's anything wrong with Push doing this. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, word.
I don't think there's anything wrong with Push doing this on a Pop Smoke album.
Me neither, but I'm a
don't.
killer like him.
I just have.
I just understand that if I'm gonna play devil's advocate, I get why somebody else would say, "Hey, bad time." But listen, let's get to Young Thug. Let's read what Young Thug had to say about this.
Okay, if Scream Man can pull it up.
Before we read it, where do y'all stand in this? And I want to be done with this in the next 4 minutes. Where do y'all stand on what Thug had to say versus what Push had to say? Who do you side with there?
I understand what Thug is saying. It's kind of like, it's almost like what I'm saying. Like, do that on your own shit. Like, don't do that on the record with me, because then it comes across like I may have heard the verse, or I was in the studio and I'm like, okay, cool, go at that nigga. Like, it just, you know how it is now. Shit is the lines are really blurred in this industry. So I understand him saying like, I don't have nothing to do with that, so I don't even want to be nowhere near that energy, because that's not my beef, my situation. So I understand that. Like, I understand what he's saying. But
I understand what he's saying, but something in my DNA leans me to what Push is saying. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about your respect.
Oh no, that's something
Nigga,
different.
give
That's
a
something,
fuck about
that's
your
something
respect,
different. That's something,
young thug.
That's something different.
this-
That's something different.
Fuck who you respect,
No,
nigga.
but that's something
and
different.
Push
I'm
said
talking
that
about being
much
on the
nicer
record.
than I would have said it.
I'm talking about being on the record though. Respect is something totally different.
In this email era, every artist knows that you're probably sending the verse. You're not going to hear the final till the rest of the world hears the final.
Which is why he responded.
And this
because he didn't hear it.
this happened.
Nigga,
This happened on Clue tapes.
You only on this song because I requested that you be on this song. If you had an issue with you being on the song because of my diss, let me tell you that nobody in this world knew that it was a diss until action was taking
No one
place
fights
upon it.
alone in the mist.
Nah, you would know that was a diss when you heard that verse. I'm not saying Doug heard that verse, but
What Push is saying is no one that heard the record at the time understood it to be a diss. It wasn't until it was released that fans unpacked it. That's what he's saying.
if you
He's
heard
saying
that
the people,
verse,
he's saying the people involved with clearing it, they didn't know it was a diss. They were just listening to music.
I just said that. This is why I don't understand why Drake would even try to get that record shut down, because by doing that, you're bringing attention to that verse.
Thug said, "Oh no, pull up what Young Thug said before I get to what Push said." Thug said, "I don't respect the Pusha T verse on the song with me and Gunna because I don't have nothing to do with y'all beef, nor does Gunna. And if I knew that was about him, I would have made changes on our behalf. This rapper shit, so gay." I have mad issues with what Young Thug is saying.
I don't think there's any problem with me dissing somebody on a record with all of us. You not saying nothing, so what does it matter?
First of all, you and Drake
Nah,
are
artists could feel a way about that.
Nigga,
have the
don't
right to
care
feel
what
about
if
that.
you feel a way about because that's your friend.
No, but it's not. It's past
friends.
that. No, but it's past that.
It's not. No, y'all moving. No.
it's
Y'all moving the goalposts.
No,
You're moving the goalposts.
I'm not moving no goalposts. It's because, like he said, I don't have nothing to do with you.
I never said you had nothing to do with it.
Right, but he's saying don't do it on the song with me because I don't even want to be caught up in that shit.
You don't tell me what to do though.
Nah, you can. You can. If
You can't tell me.
If we collabing on a record, I can definitely tell you nah, but don't say that on the verse that I'm on that record. Don't do that. Even if it's not no beef shit, even if it's some political shit,
you can tell
don't
me
say
anything you want.
Exactly.
I do not have to consider
No,
your
you know what?
opinion
That's
on
different.
my
You
verse.
changing what I'm saying.
On Pop Smoke is Steven Victor's artist.
Right.
I am Steven Victor's artist.
Right.
No, I don't feel like I have to consider your thoughts, Young Thug, on what my verse sounds like. Because you're friends with Drake and you don't want me to do it. I understand that. But you're not going to move the goalpost because this is what Drake does all the time. And nobody speaks up because I don't have as many friends as Drake does. So no, Pusha is not supposed to. Who gives a fuck what you respect, nigga?
No, but Joe, I think you're missing it though. You're making it personal. I'm saying is if you're doing a collab with an artist, right? And he gets on there talking about some super wild shit, left shit, and it's like you're gonna be like, yo,
then I'm calling my man. I'm calling you. If you have beef with the nigga I was on the song with, and some shit happened on the song that I didn't know about, when that song is finished, I'm calling you, Maul, to say, yo.
Yeah, but it's different if you don't hear the verse until the song is done.
But no,
It's
that's
like, yo,
what
I don't
I'm calling you. I'm calling you to explain it to you. My alliance is to you. I'm calling you to say, hey, this wasn't like that, and I will let the public know that I don't stand with that. So I
think that's what he did.
No. All right. What I'm saying is I agree with both of them.
Okay.
I agree with what Young Thug did here.
Okay.
He did what he was supposed to do to maintain his relationship. Right. He's right. Mm-hmm. Now, if I'm an MC reading what he said, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you respect. Suck my dick, nigga. And because I'm a gentleman and I love Pop Smoke and that's our artist, take me off of this song. But just so I'm clear, hey, what you think don't mean nothing to what I've contributed to hip hop, and that's what I got from what Push said. So two people can be right, is what I'm saying.
Well, read what Push said.
Push said, well, go to number one. I agree with all this shit, but I'm like half of the assassin that he is. He said, hey, yo, Young Thug.
Anytime a dude start with a couple things.
A couple things, my guy. If he was from New York, my guy would have been right there. Don't feel bad. Nobody knew what the verse was about. The label heads that stopped it didn't even know. They only assumed because he told them. Well, he was right in telling them because it was, but whatever. The same way he told about the Ross Maybach 6 verse. And if he'll tell record executives about rap verses, God only knows what else he'll tell. I don't deal in police work, police rappers, or police niggas. Give me the second slide.
I respect that.
Young Thug, you were the last verse to this song, bitch.
Didn't say
The
that.
fuck is you talking about?
He didn't say that.
He didn't say that, but that's how I read it. Added to the song, and that's only because I, King Push from the North Star, bitch, requested your minion presence.
Don't say it about Thug.
Doug is
man.
not a minion.
Doug is
president.
I don't think that either.
Oh, but no, you saying
And
shit. so
Push
I just
don't
gotta-
think that
I'm
neither.
telling y'all how I read what Push is saying.
Push
I don't
does
think
not
Push
think
give
Doug
a
is-
fuck about none of that shit we
Well,
saying.
he asked for him to be on the record, so he thinks highly of him.
Because he loves them.
Yeah.
Because and he loves his work.
Exactly.
Thug is amazing. But we're not gonna just sacrifice shit because you're amazing. I'm not just gonna go run around sucking your dick and shit. Hold up.
No, that's not what he said.
3, and most important, Young Thug. Most important, most high, most meaning most. And after most. Just so we are clear,
Ain't that
you,
the way of the West?
Thugger, Young Thug, Gunna, whoever the fuck you want to talk about, I would never look or need your respect for what is it I bring to this rap game. See, that's when the offense comes in. It's when you start off some shit by saying, I lost my respect. Nigga, who asked you to find respect? Nigga, I don't know you. The fuck is you talking about? You talking to me. I've been here since 02.
He does know him.
Who the fuck are you?
He asked for him to be on the record. He
Yo,
knows.
y'all always get confused in that. And let me
I
also
can grant
add to
folks
my point that
absolution.
Rory will talk about
rest is
later.
up to them.
Dre got the stems. I'm here to tell y'all when things are occurring.
Yeah.
Dre got the stems,
Yeah.
and Pop Smoke and Kodak was all. I mean, Pop Smoke and King Combs was aight. And since I'm gonna stay here,
I would not recommend it.
yeah, man, this is hard. Pop Smoke put out a good album, man.
He really did.
He put out a great album, man.
Oh, then-
I wish he was here to experience it. I wish he was here to see it.
That's the sad part.
I wish he was here to feel it, see the billboards, feel the energy. Man, he put out a good album. He did. I wasn't so quick to say that last week. Yeah, he sees it. He's here. He's here. I don't want to say that.
But physically, it would be nice for him to see him. Yeah, I'll give my apology off to King Combs. I'm sorry, I was completely wrong. My mentions were filled
come
with
on, bro. Yeah.
all the relationship that you guys had, text messages, Instagram posts, all the records y'all did. I apologize. I was completely wrong.
That's man.
Yeah, my bad.
Always knew he was a stand-up guy, Rory.
And I have another apology as well.
Because I was, while Rory looks for that apology, see, because our public perception of shit, I understand that when I was making that King Combs point, I sounded like it was some major Cape
Used to
Town
hunt monsters.
shit.
Which it was.
Now,
It wasn't. I have a relationship
No matter
with Puff.
what.
I don't care about what the hell King Combs is doing.
No matter what,
But I
it's King.
do like, yeah, you're right. I do like his feature on Tiana shit. And
I like the feature
if
on
Pop
Tiana shit.
Smoke went to LA, like, I came in here and joked with y'all mad episodes ago about just the time I had out there with Puff's kids that I didn't think I would have. What I was saying
Mine
was
shoots
that
things.
they'd go out their way to like embrace you, like to welcome you and make you feel good. So on paper, Pop Smoke and King Combs may look odd, but for me, that looked perfect.
Right.
It looked like it made perfect sense
Yeah.
because King Combs gonna go out of his way to say, "Yo, you good? You all right? What you need? You need weed? You need women?
Still
But like
getting used to
whatever
this
you
whole
need, I'm here for you."
thing.
And those are the niggas you bond with.
That's a fact.
True story. I did see that.
And end up making good music.
I did see a tweet that he heard of
Pop Smoke?
Yeah. It said he had 400 unreleased songs.
I feel like there was
To my
IG.
point about they used 19 on this record.
I feel like there was IG videos of him and Quavo like 30 songs deep in like 2
Why is
weeks.
it always an even number though? Like, well, how is it 400?
I'm sure
exactly?
they were.
It's probably like 374.
Whatever. That's still a shitload of records.